Good morning, Riptide. Happy turn of the Justara. I'd say there's happy news, but we're all far beyond that point. Recently, a city-state by the name of Akanthero chose to withdraw from the Janafe bloc over a perceived misallocation of vital industrial resources. The Janafe bloc is our largest source of bauxite and one of the premier oceanic shipping powers left on Drail. As you can imagine, they're important to our interests. Striking out in an undeclared war using local garrisons, Akanthero seized almost the entirety of Lutna province. Importantly, they also captured the town of Bakaho. Bakaho is the site of a Star Howler weather monitoring and control facility, call sign Blouse Blue. The Janafe bloc lacks sufficient force to kick Akanthero out. Given the absolute importance of Blouse Blue, I've offered to assist. Some quick context. Star Howler's Climate Engineering Division operated stellar shades in Drail's L1 Lagrange point. The principal array, call sign Daisy Pros, was designed for variable opacity at rapid intervals. Put simply, the array regulated all sunlight inbound to Drail. In conjunction with stellar mirrors, Star Howler was able to inflict precise climactic control and regulation for a fee. They could stimulate rainfall for an agri-firm, produce cloudless days for public events, or permanently shade a region for aesthetic purposes. This array survived through the exchange intact, until orbital debris started to peck away at it anyway. Even damaged, surviving personnel of Star Howler continue to regulate the climate, even if their ability to do so is drastically degraded and time-limited. Crucially for our operation today, Nindia, through Guineer Interplanetary, provided significant funding for Daisy Pros. Guineer contributed enough of the spacelift capacity required to build it that they gained an executive stake in future geoengineering projects in Drail orbit. Once the primary array was built, Nindia commissioned their own dedicated stellar mirror array, Daisy Braille, to convert their subarctic island into a tropical paradise. Today, Daisy Braille is the primary means by which Nindia retains an agricultural economy. Without it, the country will revert back to a tundra without sufficient sunlight to grow crops. The only people I trust with the operation of Blouse Blue is Star Howler. We're going to take it back. The capture of Bakaho, while within your ability, is a difficult target. At the very least, the civilian presence has been evacuated. Independent observers, a small Smith Industries contingent who stepped up as humanitarian intermediaries, determine this to a high degree of confidence. We do not believe that any significant enemy reinforcements can arrive. At the very least, they won't be able to appear in significant quantities. I have summoned 3 particular assets to assist you. I'll allow the most prominent to introduce himself.
The GAN-557 Lunar is a Milchku-class amphibious assault vessel. It is designed to support rotary air operations, amphibious landings, and general sub-strategic fire support duties. For this engagement, the GAN-557 will neutralize Akanthero allied targets in the theater of operations. Target parameters prevent the GAN-557 from engaging within city limits or within danger close distance of critical infrastructure. CENTCOM has instructed the GAN-557 to engage heavy troop penetrations and reinforce reconnaissance to relieve pressure on our assault on Bakaho. Fire control is under the broad jurisdiction of CENTCOM. This will not change unless authorized. If this changes, you will be informed. GAN-557, out.
Long story short, you'll be deploying from the lunar to engage, clear, and capture Bakaho from the enemy. It will also be providing general fire support for the region. Air cover of a theater kind has been deployed over Lutna province to suppress and destroy enemy anti-aircraft positions. The red lenses and red spectacles both are veteran in composition. In my view, they're arguably the best in the Grecker Navy. They, alongside Jaeger Brigade 242, have been making a truly impressive show of disrupting Akanthero's capacity to respond. Last but not least, Aerial Reconnaissance Wing Sally is providing regional ISR. As seen by the geodata render, Bakaho is an urban environment. Not included in the projection are the myriad modifications, fortifications, and fighting positions erected by the Akanthero Citizen Militia. While the bulk of the enemy vehicular presence has been liquidated by Jaeger Brigade 242 and your air cover, it is known that vehicles are extant in quantity within Bakaho. The Jonafe block has, again, been adamant that I limit direct fires on Bakaho. If vehicles are spotted above a tonnage you can handle, I'll have the Lunar assist. That said, there's a reason you have powered combat vests. You're perfectly suited to this operation. Secure Bakaho. Nothing on the planet is of more significance to Project Tension. I'd sooner drop a strategic nuclear warhead on the place than let anyone disrupt what we're doing. For the King, CENTCOM out.